Hey there folks, Champesky here bringing another audio commentary, and today I have a game between Bly, otherwise known as bly4eg, and Ent from Ent faculty. So presumably you'll know both of these players. They're both sort of pretty common players, especially in Europe. They're seen quite a bit. They're two of the best Undead, certainly in Europe. I think obviously Happy's up there, and then probably there's these two, and there's a couple of the good Undeads actually in Europe. Europe actually has a lot of good Undeads compared to Asia at least, but certainly this is bound to be a very good game. It certainly has very high ratings from what I've seen, and so it looks like we're going to be seeing Undead Mirror with actually Ent going for a pretty aggressive ziggurat out from the front here, and that's not too uncommon, and by the looks of it we're going to be seeing ghouls from both sides, so probably a ghoul lich mirror. That'd be pretty awesome. Certainly those tend to be the most action-packed games compared to if you get like a demon hunter, or sorry, not demon hunter, a death knight, fiend mirror, or something like that. That's really boring. Bly is going for a lich ghoul build, and so is Ent. So this is set to be a very good match. They'll probably both want to build some extra acolytes before they attack, at least one, maybe even two, because you are liable to lose your acolytes due to harassing from ghouls and skeletons. Even the lich can come in here and try and get some novas off and stuff like that. Really getting acolyte kills is so easy, and it's just so useful as well. So we might be what we see. Obviously, both looks like both of them are actually going for acolyte scouts, which is quite common because you can obviously just bring it back and then you do have that extra acolyte out, and we'll have to see if they go. They'll probably creep to level 2 first, and then maybe go for harassment, or maybe one of them will try and creep to 3 and then get harassed. We'll have to see exactly how it's going to go. But it looks like these liches are now just about going to come out, and we'll have to see what order they go for. Actually, I quite like Ent's build here. Look at this. Look how he's made the Tome of Relics sort of the centerpiece in that. I really like that. It's really clever. And yeah, it looks like bly4eg coming out here, picking up some skeletons, and is going to go creep out this camp, as is Ent by the looks of things. So a pretty common start. Both of them going for that ogre warrior first, I imagine. Yeah, actually, I prefer Bly's creeping here. Taking out these trappers is so useful. You can do it so quickly with your ghouls, and then you don't get the item first, but that's not too important on this lich, and because you're not going to just be killing it and then running off while letting your units do the rest of the creeping. But you can, if you get these trapper kills first, it's just so useful. And also if you do get creep jacked, if they come straight in or something like that, then you can get away without getting ensnared or anything like that. And it looks like Bly is going for that creeping to level 2. I like this move. I'm not as confident about this level 1 lich probably going for harassment of the base. Are we seeing? We're not yet seeing tech from Bly, but we will probably be seeing it very shortly once he gets this lumber in. And meanwhile, Bly has hit level 2 and is going for tier 2 now, and that's not great, although it looks like he has scouted out this little harassment here. That lich is just attacking something, probably a skeleton. So you can see Ent with a really strong base defense here. I really like how he's harvesting this lumber here so that he maintains his strong front of his base. And we're going to have to see how effective Ent's harassment is here. Now that Bly's started his tech, he really needs to be very careful to stop any harassment. And you can see there's one Nova there already, and some skeletons just right-clicked on it. It's really hard to get away, especially considering that New Rubian Tower isn't yet done. And meanwhile, actually, Bly going straight for level 3, which is pretty ambitious. We'll have to see whether or not he actually manages to make anything of it, because it's going to be a while before he hits 3, and meanwhile he's going to take a lot of damage. He's about to lose this first acolyte, and I imagine a Nova will go off on the second one. Yeah, there's a Nova there, and so that 2 acolytes down now for Bly. That's really not a good start at all, and actually looks like a third one's in trouble now as well. He will have to, yeah, he does lose that one as well, and actually a fourth one being Nova'd, really bad. But unfortunately the TP finally being forced, but not before losing that fourth acolyte, and so really Bly in a whole lot of economic trouble now. He has actually cancelled his tech just so he can get some more acolytes back out, and you can see that's just such a critical hit, because it means that Ent's now going to have the sort of tech advantage, a gold advantage, and he has lost his TP, but really compared to the amount of time that Bly's lost just cancelling his tech, that's really not too much of significance. So a really fantastic start for Ent here, and Ent actually sort of a really good player, someone who I've followed a fair bit, and he always has some pretty nice micro, and I can't think of him macroing in any notable way. Actually, it looks like he's going for Gargs. Ghoul Gargs, obviously really old school. Generally you see a transition to fiends when you get your Death Knight out, and that's pretty common, and then you can make the best use of all your slaughterhouse units and things like that. But that would be really fun, I think, if we saw sort of this ghoul guard strategy again, which you don't see too much. But also against the level 3 Lich, level 3 Lich now, that's going to be pretty tricky. Buying the Staff of Teleportation as well, actually quite common in Undead Mirror to see this. Unfortunately, having too many items, gonna have to sell one to pick up that Wand of Illusion, which is an excellent item as well, because it if you run into a creepjack with it, it becomes pretty tricky to know which one to Nova first, and you can just waste some of their time while they're trying to work out which one's the real one, and you can get your Nova off first, and look, we'll probably see 2 Novas right away. Yep, there we go. You can see even though there's only pretty much just one Lich here for Bly, you still pretty much have to Nova it, because otherwise you're just in a whole bunch of trouble. Meanwhile, this one Lich, Ente Lich, in a lot of trouble. Both of them getting Novas off. Actually, will Bly have to TP away before he gets the kill? No, it looks like he might manage to chase it down, although, he goes for the Nova, so that Bly can't actually sacrifice it to so that Ent can't sacrifice it to creeps, and it looks like he's going to be able to use his staff to get out of there. Really nice moves, but staff's just a bit forward, and actually uses Dark Ritual to get some more mana. I'm not sure where he's going for this Lich, but he's playing really aggressively. I guess since he doesn't have his Death Knight out, because he's not even tier 2, I don't think. No, not tier 2 by a fair way, so he is in a bit of trouble. Maybe he's going to try and buy a Shadow Priest just to heal up his Lich, because it's going to be a while before he can get any healing off, and he could be in a fair bit of trouble. Doesn't have enough for one Nova there, gets one ghoul kill, and we'll get a second one there, so actually doing pretty well off this, but down to 35 hit points. Does have boots though, so he can definitely outrun these ghouls. Just needs to be careful of that the Lich doesn't do something like his bought back from the tavern and then uses Dark Ritual on a skeleton, because that would be a very careless way to lose your Lich, considering he is so close to level 4 and is only at 40 hit points. Really, really nice play there by Bly, and you can see what I mean. This is such a fun such a fun way to play it, where you have these just such high action moments of Liches Novaing each other, and it looks like tier 2 already out, and Ent going straight for tier 3, getting a sacrificial pit as well as some Gargs. Yep, there's some more Gargs up there. That's quite nice for him. It's going to be pretty hard to counter that. Obviously with Fiends you can get web, but there's just such focusing power once you get a high level Lich that it becomes really tricky. And Bly now transitioning to Slaughterhouse units, sort of a more common adaptation of the current strategy, actually going straight for tier 3 as soon as he hits tier 2 there, pretty much. And so he is going to be probably getting a Death Knight soon. He really needs one, I think. He is doing some creeping with all his ghouls here, and he has actually bought a Shadow Priest as well. That's really smart of him, but he will need to be pretty careful now, because I think that Lich should be back out any second now. Yeah, it's just coming out now, and it looks like Ent probably is going to go and harass, because he knows that he can get off a couple of nice Novas maybe and do some damage. Ooh, Claws +9, that's really nice for that Lich, because once he picks up an orb as well, that Lich is going to have +20, and so he'll be doing sort of up to 60 damage, which will be really nice, and then he'll obviously get leveled up, and he has -5 armor attack, and it's just so dangerous. And I'm not sure what Bly's actually doing here. Is he going to go down and creep these small creeps here? Maybe, although I would have thought that these would have been a better one to creep, just because he has that Nova, and I don't imagine he's expecting to be creepjacked right now, but it looks like that's what Ent's doing. At least he is going to creep up, try and get a bit closer to 4. Obviously 5 is such a crucial level. Ent not actually going for Death Knight yet. You do sometimes see solo Lich, but I don't think that's what we're going to see here. It's not too common, and that Death Knight is for Bly is now coming out, and meanwhile this one illusion of a Lich is just coming in, just scouting out, and actually seeing one of these gargoyles, although I imagine just based off the 2 crypt and graveyard he worked it out before that. And meanwhile it looks like Bly has finished creeping out that camp. Didn't get a Tome of Experience, but it is 4.5 now, so actually one skeleton here just doing a bit of harassment, but will be killed pretty quickish. And the first statue now out for Bly as well, that's really useful, and the Death Knight's out as well, so looking pretty good for Bly at this point. He has managed to turn it around a fair bit after that really nice harassment early game, and Ent is at 3.5 now, but it's just so far behind in terms of levels. He really is going to have to do some nice turnarounds just to sort of try and pull himself back into this game. Claws +6, really nice for that Lich. I mean, he actually has too many nice items at this point. He should maybe pass the skeletons. Yeah, he drops the skeletons for the Death Knight, who can just pick them up, and then who should probably go creep solo at this point, although actually that Lich is pretty close to 5. Maybe he'll wait for the Lich to hit 5, and even then getting your Lich to harass is so dangerous against an enemy's Lich, but I guess with a Staff of Teleportation and boots you should be fine to get away, considering that there still isn't a Death Knight out, and playing really conservatively, really worried about creepjacks, I think. And I think what he's going to do is he's going to try and do one strong hit with a whole bunch of Gargs, and I think at this point he's not actually going to be going for a Death Knight, which is a bit unusual, but considering he is getting this Boneyard out as well, I think we are just going to see solo Lich, which you don't see too much of, and it's pretty hard to keep. You need to get lots of invuln pots and healing pots and stuff like that just against that really powerful Nova, and it looks like we will be seeing level 5 Lich off this camp here. Actually no, he might just miss it. Oh, he just misses it by 8 experience points. That's unlucky, but Bly is now transitioning into a really common late game undead strategy where you go for some ghouls, some fiends, statues, and then we might even see destroy or something like that soon. Did he Bly? Yeah, Bly has picked up an orb as well, so has plus 26 damage on that Lich. So dangerous, so dangerous. Whereas it's only a level 3 Lich now for Ente. He has a superior army, I would say, but his hero levels are just really letting him down at this point. Probably gonna do some creeping here. That's gonna be quite a nice camp to creep because it will get him level 4, and level 4 can be pretty useful just for getting all that extra mana. And very nice there. Level 5 on his Lich and Tome of Strength.